I was pretty introverted before I worked here.
Meet Nate, originally from North Carolina. For 6 years, he's worked at Seattle's Pike Place Fish Market, navigating the unique social rhythm of this beautiful city. Our chat highlighted how far apart America's regions can still feel. I'm RP, a writer and YouTuber from the American South.
My name's Nate.
Gator?
Nate. N-A-T-E. Nate. Nate Dog.
Gator would have been pretty interesting.
We actually had a gator that worked here.
So Gator doesn't work here anymore. What happened to him?
I don't know. This place is kind of hard for new people. You know, if you're a little timid and shy, it can be pretty hard to jump in. You know, and
it's not a place for an introvert.
No, it's not. I was pretty introverted before I worked here.
Can you talk a little bit about the cultural differences between Seattle up here in the Pacific Northwest and where you're from down the Southeast?
Yeah, I'd say here it's a little more reserved. Like people are a little more reserved, and I wouldn't say not as friendly, just not as like open to. I guess like not as open right away to like interacting and like getting to know you. But that might be just because there's so many transplants that move here, and maybe because of the weather too. You know, colder environments kind of have like colder people.
So the audience should know that one reason that Nate and I connected was that we're both from the South. So yeah. Southern people tend to be pretty friendly, I would say. Would you
absolutely
agree with that?
I remember when I moved here, it was like a big culture shock when I would stand at the bus stop and say good morning to somebody, and they'd just like nod or like would just be like,
they don't say anything back.
Because back home, you can't walk down the street without somebody waving at you saying good morning or hi, hello. But it's funny because I got tired of that when I lived in the South. Like I wanted to be like a recluse. I wanted to go live in the woods, be alone, not.
You got tired of the friendliness.
Yeah, I got. Because I was pretty introverted and pretty shy. And then when I moved here, I was like, I kind of missed that a little bit. And then,
what's the phrase called in Seattle? The freeze out?
The Seattle freeze. Yeah.
Can you explain that for us?
Yeah. So people say there's a Seattle freeze where like it's hard to make friends. I think because Seattle is such a small place for a long time. And all these people started flooding into the city, and so like the locals had their like groups of people, their places. They already had their communities, and then all these people from all over the country and world move here, and they don't really know how to fit in to those groups or places very well.
What about you? Are your friends mainly from out of state?
No, actually, it's weird. Most of my friends are from here, which is really nice. But I moved here with a group of people that weren't from here. But then eventually I made it on my own. This market helped me like so much with that because this place is a community and we all interact with each other, help each other out, hang out with each other. Yeah. So a lot of people that work in the market are also not from here too, A place like Seattle or Alaska or Canada where there's not much sunlight, like salmon is super important. Hey! Salmon is super important because it's rich in vitamin D.
Good for the skin.
It's good for your skin. Vitamin D is actually a hormone too. So it actually, if you have more vitamin D, you're actually happier. That's why you go to warmer climates, people are usually like, a little happier. Or they seem that way at least,
They told me that you're 52.
52? Oh yeah.
It's amazing.
I know,
How many times do you eat
It's a miracle, huh? Just 6 years of eating fish.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed hearing from Nate, you'll love this candid talk with the other fish guys at Pike Place, each charismatic and interesting in their own right. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, in a world you can be anything, be open.